Well, it's been a while, but it's time again to review another episode of Space 1999.
Well, it's about that time. So what happened in this one?
Well, it's called the Devil's Planet.
Oh my God! So it was like some planet with a bunch of like demonic like aliens that were dangerous.
Not exactly. They end up on a planet with a bunch of really hot women in form-fitting red tights, cracking whips and hunting guys in the woods.
Oh. This almost sounds like Exit to Eden.
Well, not quite like that, but yeah, there was whips. Anyway, so Koenig and some crew member we never seen before, it doesn't matter.
That means he's about to get killed.
Yes. They go to this planet to get supplies and whatnot, and they discover, oh, look, there's cities and stuff.
So they found a place to possibly live.
Yeah. Except it's completely bereft of intelligent life, so there's no one there. But then there's this weird booth thing, and a guy appears in it and comes out and then starts to gasp for air and die.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And then they notice, oh, look, there's other dead bodies laying around.
Holy crap.
Yeah, so they figure, oh, let's get the hell out of here. So they hop in the Eagle and take off, and but there's a neighboring planet or moon or what have you.
Well, a lot of moons going on with Alpha there.
Yeah, I suppose. Anyway, they head over to that one and then crash.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And then they get out, and that's when I guess there was a force field, and the crewman gets fried by it.
Well, so that was it. That was his whole purpose.
Yeah. And Koenig sees that and is going, oh, my God.
Oh, jeez. So what did he do? He'd have to give him a burial or something?
Nah. The only thing that was left was his clothes.
What?
Yeah. You get disintegrated, but your clothes, they get a little stained.
Ew.
But they're still there intact.
Oh, my God. That's weird.
Well, I guess it's like some kind of smart force field that only disintegrates organic material.
But maybe the clothes has organic stuff in it. I mean, wouldn't it?
Well, derivatively, I suppose. Anyway, I don't know. That's how it worked. And so Koenig gets caught and he's brought in. It turns out the whole planet is actually the moon of the proper planet, and it's a prison colony.
Oh, a prison. Okay.
But it's run by these women that are smoking hot, and they're in these red tights, and they chase the men around with whips. Now, some of the prisoners are women as well.
Oh, well, so they play for both teams.
I guess it suggests it so. But the warden, she's the one who rules everything, and her and I guess the main, I don't know, interrogator or scientist or whatever the hell she is, they both know that everyone's dead on their home planet, but the rest don't.
Oh, so how come they don't know? And I mean, why do they keep him in prison? I mean, what the hell? Their whole society's gone.
Yeah, I know, but she'd lose all her authority and power.
Oh, what a psycho bitch.
Yeah. But in the meantime, she's taking a fancy to Koenig.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. She wants to get herself some Koenig.
Well.
So, but of course, she reads his mind through some sort of machine.
Really?
Yeah. And they see that he's in love with Dr. Russell, you know.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, I guess. Anyway, so Koenig's got to get out of here. He says, hey, you better let me go because my guys are going to come looking for me. So they stage his death. She strips him down and dresses him up in some little shiny pajamas or some shit.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. And then they get some other stooge to wear his suit, and then they disintegrate him.
Holy crap.
Yeah. And so the crew from Alpha shows up, and they show him the stained clothing of Koenig, and they tell him, oh, man, it's sad, but, you know, it happens. And they're like, oh, damn. So they hop back in their Eagle and take off, while Koenig is up in the Gordon's little, you know, bachelorette pad, banging on the window saying, I'm up here.
They didn't hear him?
No. It's supposed to be like this small little outcropping of the building, I guess, but it's like really high up and far, far away in the tower. Of course, the building just looks like a crappy dollhouse, because at this point, despite a lot of the footage and special effects and you know, spaceships and some of the models and stuff early on were really good for the time, But after a while, they just, I don't know, I guess didn't have the budget anymore to shoot it right. Didn't have the same camera that can photograph miniatures like that to make them appear like the real thing, you know? So it's obviously a toy and whatnot.
Well, that really takes you out of the...
Well, for a while. But anyway, the point is they think he's dead. They leave and he's stuck. Gonna have to be the plaything of the warden unless she gets mad. Meanwhile, they get bored. So they tell the prisoners, hey, if you want to take on the hunt, we'll hunt you down. And if you escape, you manage to get to the booth and you can escape to the other planet.
But if they go to the other planet, they're going to die.
Yeah, they don't know that. But
and if they get caught,
they die too. So,
oh my God, it really is the devil's planet.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, at the end, they end up blaming the warden and stuff, but they're all into it. You know, I guess the scientist lady's kind of looks nervous and, oh, maybe we shouldn't do this, but that's about it, you know?
Holy shit. What? I mean, my God, these bitches.
Yeah. So, the prisoners are beginning to doubt everything. They know something's up, and Koenig is kind of inspiring a revolution of some sort.
But good for him.
Because he's been to the planet. And he says, hey, look, if you go there, you'll die. And they're like, well, how come you're not dead? Because I'm an alien. It doesn't affect me.
Oh, that's right. So whatever it is, it must have been, what, some sort of chemical warfare or plague?
Probably, something like that. But, you know, even though they're all human beings, look, at least, you know, physically anyway, but for whatever it is attuned to their metabolism, not his. So he's fine, but they can't go there. So anyway, he challenges the warden. And he leads them on a chase, but he outsmarts them using the crashed eagle and whatnot. And he gets back to the base, which is really stupid.
How does he do that?
They just let him.
What?
Yeah, the warden says, just let him in. I guess she still really wanted to do him, but she didn't want him to get too damaged, you know?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so they just let him walk into her office where she has a transport booth back to the planet. And then he says, hey, you know what? I'm going to the planet. And he says, if you want me back, just follow me and come get me. So he steps in and leaves. And so the warden is like, oh, damn it. So everybody's like, hey, how come you're not following me to bring him back? Is what he said true about everyone being dead? And she's like, habit. So she's losing all her power. No one believes in her anymore. So she figures she'll get into the booth and go back to the planet.
But she's going to die if she goes there.
Yeah. But when she gets there, she comes out, before I die, at least I'll take you with me. So she tries to shoot him a couple of times, but only a few steps. She's breathed in the air, and she collapses and dies.
Well, good riddance. What an idiot.
Yeah, pretty much. And then Koenig, while he was in the crashed eagle, managed to get a signal device, and he's able to signal Alpha, and they come back and pick him up off the dead planet.
Well, wait a minute. That dead planet is dead for the original inhabitants, but now it's like a planet with cities and stuff.
Oh yeah. Advanced society and everything.
Well, why don't they just live there? I mean, the people stuck on the moon, they'll have to figure their own crap out, but the Alpha people, they can take over that planet and just move on in. I mean, the others can't live on it. There's some sort of disease or some shit.
Yeah, I suppose they could have chalked it up saying that if they lived there longer, eventually they would develop a lack of immunity to it.
That's not really how that works.
Well, I mean, they would originally have it, but now they're exposed to it over a prolonged time. Maybe it would.
Well, did they indicate something like that?
Nah, they just left.
Oh. Well, that's... This wasn't really that great of an episode.
No, not really, but I gotta say, those chicks in the outfits, that was great.
Well, I guess there's that.
There is, and there was. So anyway, there you go. Another episode of Space 1999.